Even in one of the most expensive places to own in the US right now, I found a place where you can live for free.
Miami, for example, is ranked the least affordable housing market in the US.
This house is pretty nice. It was built only about a decade ago. Let's check it out. One thing that I really appreciate about houses like this is they have the primary bedroom with its own bathroom downstairs. So you have your own little ensuite, beautiful kitchen, beautiful living room. A room like this could probably get $1,000 a month at least. And an area like this, like Pompano Beach, has your own bedroom and your own bathroom. Pretty nice little setup back here. It's almost like your own little cave. Let's now head upstairs where we got 4 bedrooms. I really appreciate this layout because you have 2 bedrooms that have a Jack and Jill bathroom, which means they split it in the middle, and then you have 2 bedrooms that share an easily accessible full bathroom upstairs. So you have 2 full baths upstairs, 4 bedrooms. I would not be surprised if you could get $900 or more per month for each room if you furnish and include utilities. One thing you can look for is the appliances. If the owner has put in new appliances, that probably means they take good care of the property. That's a good sign for the next buyer. This is my buddy Mache, who is a house hack expert as well. Would you approve of this one?
Absolutely. The layout is ideal for house hacking, and I think you get between $800 to $1,000 per month per room.
Yeah, 5 bedrooms, you're looking at definitely $4,500 or more a month, and I think within a couple years you'd be pushing $5,000 for sure.
Absolutely.
Despite Miami being so expensive right now, even being less than 10 minutes from the beach for $657,000, I believe you could live here and live for free, and in the next 5 years you might even be able to cash flow from this property. Let's head to the next beauty. The next property is a wonderful fourplex listed for $1.35 million. It is a beautiful renovation. Let's go on inside. We are on a main street, which you may hear behind us. Sometimes that's a bad thing, but when you're renting rooms and you're getting people who in some cases might not have cars, it's actually close to public transportation. Generally that can be seen as a positive. Beautiful kitchen, what do you all think? I absolutely love this property. It's a really well done renovation. Out here in Miami, you definitely get the white and grays modern look. I love it. Let's check on back here. This is the main house of a fourplex. It's a 3-2, and so there's currently some renovations being done, so it's not fully done. However, you've got 3 beds, 2 full baths. For the room back here that would be considered the primary, we would estimate probably at least $1,200 for this single room. For the rooms back here that share a bathroom, you're probably pushing at least $800, maybe even $900 in this area right by Florida International University. The beauty of renting out rooms near a college is, you guessed it, you're gonna have thousands of possible renters to choose from. Pretty decent sized rooms. This is certainly a rental, and in a property like this where you have a lot of rooms, you're gonna be bringing in a lot of rental income. Since a lot of you mentioned that, oh, I don't want a house hack, I don't want to have roommates, this is the perfect property, and the reason why I wanted to show you this one is because if you think outside of the box, you could live in this main house, you and your family, and then you have other units on the property to offset the cost of living here. Let's go check out another unit. We have the other 3 units are accessible via the side of the house. We'll go check out a studio now. I really like the layout of this property too. This is really cool. So you've got a studio is what we're walking into. Agent said that this unit will be rented for $1,700. It is a studio, pretty sizable. Studios are great. It's very efficient. Walk with me over here. You get your own kitchen and bathroom, but what it also tells me is that someone will be willing to pay $1,700 to have a room and a private bathroom. You do get a kitchen, but when you're considering the rent by room model and for the primary bedroom of the other unit, this gives you a price point that could indicate someone would be willing to pay maybe $1,200 to even $1,500 to occupy the primary. I could certainly see myself living here. $1,700 a month, no? No, 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 no. When you house hack, you learn how to live for free. One thing they may want to consider about this property is putting a patio cover, especially as you can tell out here in the Miami sun, it's brutal. It's really nice for tenants whenever you have a property like this. You can build a little community in the back so that all the tenants can get along, become friendly. That is much better for you as a landlord. This is the door to the other 2 units. You have a 2-1 upstairs that's rented for a little over $2,000 a month, and then the other studio would probably get you another $1,700. I'm thinking you could probably pull $3,000 for the main house. Would you be cool with $8,000 for this property?
Yeah, absolutely. And especially after running the numbers, $8,000 would be a solid income for this price point.
Yeah, and that's with a normal rental. So if you wanted to go the low stress route, $8,000 a month's pretty good. However, if we went rent by room, I'm thinking you could be pushing over $10,000 a month. And with 6 rooms on this property, you're renting out 9 of them, you're living in 1. You think this is a good house hack?
Yeah, you're living for free.
This is a luxury house hack. I know not everyone can afford $1.35 million, but this video, this little segment of the video is for you out there who might want to do the rent by room model, maybe not even occupy the property. You got a few bucks, maybe made a little money in crypto, and you wanted to start renting by the room. You could do it on a property like this. Make some money, baby. In between house tours, we gotta go check out a Publix. When you're in Florida, you gotta get a Publix sub. Every time I'm in the Southeast, I always make sure to stop by a Publix to make sure I get a pub sub, because this is what I grew up on in Georgia. I have this absolute beauty behind me, which you're gonna see a tour of in just a minute, but I wanna let you know, link in the description, go get my free mini course on house hacking. I believe is the best way to get started. It's how I have built a nice rental portfolio. I can show you how to do it too. Free mini course, link in the description below. Ran into one of my YouTuber friends out here. My buddy, how much do you pay in rent out here in Brickell?
I pay $600 to $300 a month. It's a 2-bedroom. One of the bedrooms is a little bit smaller. It's technically a penthouse, although if you look at it, you probably wouldn't think it's a penthouse. So semi-nice building, semi-nice place, $600 to $300 a month.
Yeah, do you get the sports cars, the loud noises of all the sports cars driving by too?
Yeah, all the time. I have probably the good car in our building.
Yeah, nice. Now we're out in West Palm Beach, right down the street from the water. You would think that it would be incredibly expensive to live over here, but I'm gonna show you how I'd live for free in this area. This house is an absolute monster for house hacking. I love it. The house could probably use a little bit of flavor, a little bit of color. You might want to add in some accent walls. However, it is really spacious. 5 bedrooms, 5 baths, 3,500 square feet for only $650,000. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. You can learn this in my mini course, link in the description. But over here, this is where you get the most amount of rental income for a house. Come on. So we're right off the kitchen. I noticed right away that you have an opening. You could turn this into a bedroom, turn this into 6 beds. That extra bedroom out here in Palm Beach would probably get you $900 to $1,000 a month. What I absolutely love about a house like this is you have the primary off to that side of the house, and then you have a second primary. That is a bedroom with its own bathroom. Now we're heading to the back portion of the house. There's some empty room in here. So what I look for, you have the option right here to add walls and create a 7th bedroom. That is right, it sounds crazy, but this is how you house hack and live for free. In a house like this, in an area this nice, you might even be able to actually cash flow while living in the property. We have the second primary back here. This is a room with its own bathroom. Then we have 2 normal sized bedrooms over here. One thing I look for is that they have access to a bathroom. Around the back you have a community bathroom where all these rooms that you're adding walls and creating bedrooms, they have access to a bathroom. Now we'll head on to the other side of the house and show you the primary bedroom. Now we're back towards the front of the house. You got plenty of room for a living room. We'll head into the primary. This room is massive unto itself. If you wanted to live in this house, you wanted to occupy the primary bedroom, you'd have your own bathroom, massive, massive room, and I believe you'd be able to live for free. And now we're gonna go check out a multi-million-dollar property in Coconut Grove. Let's go. One of the big benefits of living in Miami is there's a lot of influencers that you can meet up with, and you never know who you're gonna run into. I'm about to go meet up with a friend who's really big on Instagram right now. I love talking about house hacking as the best way to get started with investing. What do you think is the best way for a new investor to get started, and what asset class?
I tell everyone that I would invest as much money as you can into yourself, and then your business, and then to outside investments. So if we're talking the whole world, we can invest in anything. Totally yourself. I mean, that's the, you know, Warren Buffett will tell you that as well. Even the guy that's famous for investing, he says go put all of your money that you can into yourself and then let it overflow into other things that you maybe don't control.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why it's so expensive to live out here is it seems to be luxury everywhere. I saved the best for last for you all. We are down in a neighborhood called Coconut Grove, a house that last sold for over $3 million. This one might not make a great house hack, but once you start making some dollars, we could turn this into a great house hack in other ways. Let's do it. What do you think about a pool in the backyard? Would you want one for a house hack?
You know, for me it's a big liability issue, so I try to avoid pools and house hacks. You can probably command a higher rent with the pool, but I think the liability concern for me would be too high.
Although, this would make for a great entertainment backyard. What do you guys think? This would be lovely. If you're gonna buy a house like this, you're entertaining. Let's head on inside. Really large lounge area, living room. This is great for house hacking specifically. You can build a great community inside the house. What do you think?
A super wide open floor plan. Looks like, you know, you got greenery when you walk in. Super attractive.
Plenty of space. We've got also entertainment center. Plenty of space right here. Now you can't convert this area to a bedroom, unfortunately, but we got plenty of space for kitchen, dining. Feels really spacious in this house.
You'd find a way to house hack it for sure.
Of course. A little bit messy in here. The guys in this house are throwing parties. What they've done really well is built a community here. They're coming down for a month. We're going to have a chance to meet Nora in just a second. This is the house he's Airbnb-ing for the month. He said he's somewhere between $20,000 and $30,000 per month for Airbnb, so the owner is making a few bucks. Not bad, right? But what he's doing really well is he brought a lot of his students out here, and so another angle to house hacking is not just the specific numbers, but you also start thinking outside the box. Build out, if you're a coach, you can have some of your students come out here and stay here, and you can house hack in other ways. Hey man, thanks so much for having me in your house today. What do you got going on here?
So I flew out 5 random students out here for free. I just wanted to show them a great time for 30 days. So I ended up renting this Airbnb for about $25,000 this month. And it's been going pretty great. It's a great, constructed house for, to have a lot of guests here.
I teach house hacking where you get long-term renters by the room, but I noticed you were really efficient. You had a lot of people in this house, so there were more than 5, right?
For sure, yeah.
So you're bringing these people out, and these are students of yours?
Correct, yeah. I had a lot of friends, a lot of camera people, and a lot of students here.
And are they paying to stay with you, or is this just help building your community?
No, this is 100% free.
But if you wanted to, you could probably charge. If you really wanted to maximize the income, you could charge.
For sure, if I wanted to. Definitely a couple thousand.
What I love about this house is it's downstairs as well, and this is where the house gets really valuable. Might only be 2 beds down here, but we're about to show you how they made this really efficient. As we head over here, this is the real value of having a big house and getting creative. So he added a bed to the washer and dry room. Remember, he's doing this, he's building a community here. He's got a lot of his students coming. They're totally cool being here because they want to be around him, and they get a bed. And now he's not charging each person individually, but this is how you maximize revenue. Mache, have you ever put 3 people in one room?
No, not yet, but after looking at this, I'm planning to.
This is hyper efficient. Maybe out in Vegas.
Yeah, super efficient.
If someone gets super desperate, you can get maybe 500 a bed per room.
Absolutely, I would actually make bunk beds out of these.
Turn it into a hostel.
Yeah, add some more rooms.
Yeah, you get $1,500, maybe $2,000 per room. It starts adding up.
Absolutely.
Now we're heading deeper into the basement. What I love about this place is, could you believe it? We have a sauna.
Yeah, I actually don't need a sauna in Florida, but this is a nice addition right now.
This is a huge bonus for a house. Now, obviously, this house is super nice, but this is a great addition when you are going to promote your rooms. This is how you command much higher rent. We're walking past a bedroom over here. What I like about the downstairs is you have a community bathroom. In the case where you're starting to make bedrooms, it's nice because you always want people to have access to a bathroom. And look down here, my favorite, you have a gym inside your house. Have you ever had a gym inside your house?
No, never. And it's a great community builder, especially for what he's trying to do. He brings in students. So definitely a great addition to this house.
You could theoretically turn this into a bedroom. If you wanted to really hack a house like this and add in income, this could be a bedroom. I mean, this house starts at 4 or 5 bedrooms, can all of a sudden become 7 or 8. And if you wanted to get really creative, turn it into an entrepreneur house or any type of community-built house, you could get 10 people in this house. I know it sounds crazy out there, but trust me, it's been done before. I've got a friend who does something similar, and he's made up to $50,000 in a single month because of his coaching clients come to live with him.
You could add walls and just make a whole entirely, new room to rent out.
Now we're heading upstairs where I think 4 bedrooms exist. Oh wow, this gets real spacious. Oh, there's something there. What's really nice about a house like this is you have a clear separation of bedrooms, so you have a few people upstairs, a few people downstairs. The separation is really nice. You'll appreciate it. It helps build community in the middle. They can go down to the gym downstairs, but also the separation keeps people away from each other a little bit. I hope you all learned how to live for free in Miami. It is possible despite this being one of the most expensive cities in the country. I would love to live in a house like this. This is what I aspire to own one day. What do you think as far as a house hack?
As far as a house hack, it would work if you were able to buy it. The entry point is probably extremely high. Probably have to put $600K down and get into something like this. But, if it's to further your business and, you want to make a little money on the side, I think this is fantastic.
Absolutely agree. Of course, this is a house we're all aspiring to. I want all of you watching us, we're all aspiring to own a house like this one day. It can be done. Let's do it together. We'll get there one day. We're going to house hack it. I'm going to house hack a big house like this and show it can be done. Thank you so much for watching.